Hey everyone, it's Straw Hat Net, and this is my Valentine's Day dangle earrings video. So if you came here after watching the video of these dangles, then we're going to be doing a similar style, except for it's going to have a heart at the end. I find this to be like the easiest way to make dangles, especially if you're a beginner. And yeah, I think they're just cool to make. So I have several different colors that I can work with, and we're gonna use this pink heart, and I also have these to add at the ends. Now, like I said, I have several different colors of pink here, and even though this one is more of an iridescent, I feel like this is gonna, I don't know, I'm still iffy about these two, mainly because of the similarity. I mean, they're not too similar, but they're kind of similar. And then these are more of a fun type of color that, you could play with. That's like, the shiny. So I'm like, should I add the shine? Should I not add the shine? Because if I add shine, I can add more and do, I don't know. I'm very much torn right now on what I'm going to do. So when I come back, you will see. But if you want to make something like this, definitely grab all the pinks that you have that you want to use. I mean, you could even use red if you want. I think I do have red. This one is like almost red, but it's not. But yeah, I'm excited. I might not use these because these are a different size bead than these are. So it might look a little different. It might make it look a little off. I would love to use these one day because they're really pretty, even though I'm not really a fan of pink, but I just think they're really cool. So I might not use those. So all I have are these. I may not use these because I already have some sparkle. So I think I'm going to see if I have any more matte pinks. I have like this salmon kind of color I could add to it, but let me see what I got. Okay, so the only other color that I found was this one, which is like a deeper red than this. So it's like, this one I'm still iffy on, but I think it works. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. I will definitely figure this out, but you could play with however you want to do it. You don't have to follow a specific pattern if you want to just, do every other bead that way, or if you want to do a certain amount of each bead, it's totally up to you. I'm making these for fun. I don't really care for Valentine's Day, but I know a lot of people do, and I wanted to give some idea of a cute, quick kind of earring to make. Now, if I'm not sitting here doing a video, I could probably do 2 pairs of earrings within less than 20 minutes. But that doesn't always happen. Sometimes it could be up to 30 minutes. So it just depends on the amount of beads that I'm using, how many beads I'm using, and that will determine. So yeah, roughly 20 to 30 minutes it can take me to make this. So I'm going to get started. As usual, I use 100% nylon thread. You do not have to use this brand. This is just the brand that I use. If you want, definitely have some type of tray. You could also use, there's beading mats. You can use leather. It's totally up to you what you want to use for your beads. And then make sure that you have your hooks that you're going to use. I have mine. And make sure you have your needle. Now, because this is a bigger size, I don't necessarily have to use the longer needle. I can just use a regular sewing needle if I wanted to, and just call it a day. But I already have this with string. Now, I have a lot of string that I can use for different projects. So I need it longer because I want to make a pretty decent length, and I'm excited because I want to see how this is going to turn out. Okay, so I will say that it is important to have basic sewing skills. A lot of people do not know how to sew, but I think it's important, especially with beadwork, that you should learn how to thread a needle, how to do a stitch by hand. It's important. I mean, it's a great life skill to have. Okay, so if you haven't been here before, I'm going to show you from the beginning just in case. So I'm going to take my hook, and there's this little loop here, and we're going to tie the string, the thread, onto the hook. I find this the easiest way for me to make this type of earring. Okay, so I hold on to the remaining thread because that's what's going to go onto the, the beads are going to go over it. So I usually use a clear bead of some sort, whatever color you want to use. This is where I am careful. Okay, there we go. And then for the first set of beads, we're gonna do, okay, so 13 beads. Alright, and this is the part that I was talking about. I try really hard to get the beads to go over as many or all of them, because I could always cut that off now that I have it somewhat covered, so now it won't be in the way. Okay, so I have 13 beads of the lighter color after I put the clear bead. Okay, now I'm going to go to the next color, which this, you could do any design, that's why I'm just saying any color, and you can do as many as you want of each color. You don't have to follow what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to do 20 of the next color. Okay, I'm going to do 10 of the next color, 8 of the next color, and 5 of the last color that I have. Then I'm going to put another clear pink bead like that, and then I'm going to get the pink heart, put it at the end. We're going to go over through all of the beads. Make sure that you get all of the beads through the needle. Okay. Now you can do this where you have it on the table, or you can hold it and try to put the beads. It's totally up to you, however you're comfortable. Sometimes this works, sometimes it does not. So right now it's working for me, so I'm going to take advantage. But usually I do it like this. Make sure you get the needle through every single bead. Otherwise it's going to look wonky and it's going to look weird. It's just not going to look right. And also don't make this too tight when you pull, because it will make it dangle weird too. Okay, so I put it all the way through all the beads, and then I'm going to go through the loop again. Sometimes this happens where, okay, and then we're going to go through the clear bead like that, and now we're going to make the other dangles. Okay, so this time I'm going to do the opposite. So I'm going to go the opposite way. Now, I did 13 beads here, but I think I'm going to do 20 beads and then do, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so 20, and I'm going to do 13 of these. Okay, so I got 13 of these. Now, isn't that awesome that the same color is very close to each other? And we're going to do the same amount that's here, which is 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. Okay. Now the next color, we're going to do 5. And the last color was the 8. Okay. And then we're going to add a clear bead. And instead of going through the clear bead, we're going to go over the clear bead and through the next bead above it. And we're going to go through like we did with the other. And I'll be back. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is something a little different. Okay, but it's still going to have this as the same. Okay, so this time I'm going to do this color first, then this color, then this color, and then those two. Okay, so that's how I'm going to alternate it. This time I'm going to do 20 of these. So it's going to be the same amount going down, except for the colors are going to be different. Okay, so go ahead and string 20, 13, 10, 5, 8. Okay, I'll be back. All right, so after I added the other dangle, I'm going to go through the loop again, and I'm going to tie this off with a knot. Okay, and then I go back down through the bead, and I try to go through the center one as far as I can, and then I cut it, and then I do see that other. Okay, so that's what it looks like. I'm going to make the other one, and then I will be back to show you what they both look like. All right, so here are the two finished earrings. I hope that it kind of helped you. I know it's not a tutorial, but kind of is. This is a very simple way of making some dangle earrings. Now there's different styles of dangles out there. These I did not make. Let me So like for instance, these were each made from a different tribe or nation. um, these are more Halloween, and these are made with wire. Then you have this style, which you'll see more often, with the silver cone and then the looped dangles, and usually there's like 3 or 4. And then there's this one. This is a custom made for me, someone made, and it has the dangles at the bottom. It also has a peyote stitch around, and then of course there's the dangles that I made. So there's different styles, different ways to make dangles. You can make them even with, let me grab another pair of Halloween ones. This is one of my favorites that I've made. You can even make it like in this style where you have a center, and then it dangles from that. I also have like a nice little design on the back with the candy corn. This one is really fun. I wear these even when it's not Halloween because I love them. They're cute. But anyways, so yeah, there's different styles of dangles that can be made. It just depends on the artist that makes it. And yeah, I hope that this was informative and it helped you figure out what kind of dangles you're interested in making. And thank you all for watching. Until next time.